Okay, everyone's been asking me for an updated version of my everyday makeup routine, so let's get into it. I'm just kidding, nobody asked me that, but we're gonna get into it anyway. So first things first is always to wash your face and do your skincare. So if you have not done that before you put on your makeup, try to start doing that because preparation matters. We already did that, we already did our skincare, and I already went in with the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Glow Serum. Literally my favorite thing. I use it as a primer. I don't know if it's a primer. Okay, hydrating and priming face serum, perfect. So yeah, I love to use this as a primer before I put on my makeup because I like a glowy base. So for a everyday natural looking type of look, I like to go in with the Huda Beauty Easy Blur Airbrush foundation because it looks natural, it feels lightweight, and it feels hydrating. So if you have combination skin, I feel like this can work out because it's lightweight and it's not like, it won't dry you out and it won't make you like extra oily either, if that makes sense. And this is why I always wait until the last minute to get dressed when getting ready, because I always make a mess. So now that I have shit all over my face, I like to go in with a brush that looks like this and just blend her out everywhere. And then I like to also blend it in with a beauty blender. There was so many videos I made last year of me talking and I didn't post any of them. And that's just because I hated the way I was talking and looking while talking, because I just felt like you could tell that I looked awkward, and I don't know, I just felt like I wasn't acting like myself in the videos and shit. And I know I should have just posted them anyways. Next, I'm going to grab this Makeup by Mario dual brush, and I'm going to go in with the Rare Beauty bronzing stick. And we're just gonna wipe her on that and give ourselves a nice little contour slash bronzing action. Yeah, it's literally so hot in my room. Like, why is it 80 degrees in January? Okay, we need some music to get in the mood to get ready. Okay, I'm going in with the other side of this brush, and I'm going to use this Morphe 3-in-1 Silk Blush, and we're just going to tap her on there. She's really pigmented, so if you use these, please be careful because I think even this is way too much. So we're just going to have to spread it between both sides of our face. But this is also like a pretty hydrating blush product. I'm getting ready to go to Topgolf right now. My husband really wanted to go for some reason. It's like one of the more fun things that he likes to do for some reason. And I literally suck at it so bad, so I'm not looking forward to going, but I guess it's fun for, you know, everyone to laugh at me. Okay, I had to close the shades in my room a little bit because the sun was just blinding me and I couldn't tell how my makeup was coming out. So anyways, we're gonna go in with the Tarte creamy, ultra creamy concealer. And what I like to do is put my concealer under my eyes, like so, like that. And then I like to make a little triangle on my forehead. I run it on my nose a little bit. I put it on my chin and I run it under my bronzer and blush to do like a little reverse contour action. So yeah, I'm more heavy with the concealer than foundation, honestly. And then we just blend her all over with the beauty blender. So I'm gonna do that real fast. So my technique for me personally with my eyes, since I don't like having my eyes not having anything on top of them because I feel like it looks weird, is I will drag my concealer like this up my nose to kind of help contour my nose a little more, and then I will drag it up onto my eyelids just to block any discoloration and just kind of make everything look as one together. And then, you know, if I want to put eyeshadow on top, I just kind of already have a base on there as well. Before I go in with the powders and stuff, I'm gonna do my brows real fast. This is my favorite product to use for my brows ever. It's the Morphe eyebrow pencil, and I just use one end to sculpt out the top and bottom a little bit, and then I'll fill them in a little after that. And why I like this product so much too is because the other end is, you know, a little spoolie so that you can blend in what you did after. My main thing that I want to do this year is I focused too much last year on, you know, how many views I was getting, how many likes and followers I was getting and stuff, and you know, that was just really losing the plot because I kind of forgot that I just genuinely enjoy doing my makeup and creating looks, and I wasn't taking the time to like actually do creative looks the way I would like to because I just felt like I had to, you know, hurry up and get content out there so that I can grow. And that just wasn't the right way to go about it because, you know, I wasn't actually doing content the way I originally told myself I wanted to do it. because you know, it really is more of a hobby at the end of the day, but obviously I want something to come out of it because I do have some goals and intentions, and that's just the thing, is we need to move with more intention this year when it comes to content, instead of just, you know, trying to get it out there, because that's obviously what's going to set you apart from everyone else, is, you know, the creativity, the care, the authenticity of it, and I had just completely lost that, so we're getting it back this year. So whenever I run low on a concealer, I just keep them to use to outline my brows, so it's not like so drastic. So I'm just taking an older Tarte concealer I have, and I'm just underlining the bottom of my brows just to define the shape a little more and clean her up a bit. And then I might do it on the top too, depending on how messy I got. Done with all the cream products, so now I'm going to set everything with the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. I love to use this in between each layer. I use it to set my skincare too. So I use it to set my skincare, my cream products, and then we're gonna use it to set our powders as well. I'm gonna go in with a big angled fluffy brush, and I like to use the NYX Buttermelt bronzer, and just put a little on there, and I just like to drag and blend it in to where I applied the cream bronzer earlier. And I kind of do like this little swivel motion at the top of my face just to help make it seem like it's blended into my hairline and my forehead. What's your favorite part of doing makeup? I honestly feel like this part right here is my favorite, probably because one, I'm pale as fuck, and you know, it just gives me more color, and I just feel like it brings the setting of the face together. And sometimes I'll drag it onto my eyelids if I know I'm not really gonna do an eyeshadow look, just to give a little bit of dimension into my eyes and color there. And then my everyday looks, I usually go with a light pink tone, so I'm just gonna go with the NYX Buttermelt blush, and I usually just take one of the square brushes and tap it in there, and I'll kind of blend in the blush a little into where my concealer was applied, because I just like the blush blindness. I like it being close to my eyes and stuff, and then I might drag it on top of my eyes a little bit too. See, doesn't that look more lively than the other side? And we can't forget a little on the nose.
I'm going to set my whole face with some powder. I always go in with a Huda Beauty of some kind, and I think I'm going with the Ube one today. I don't think I've ever actually used this one to go out in public, so I'm a little nervous, but I have faith in it because it's Huda Beauty.
But yeah, I'll just put a little bit on one of these sponges. I tap a little bit onto my hand, and then I spend a lot of time doing my under eyes because my under eyes do crease a lot, and I just really push it in everywhere on this section, and then I just go in normally everywhere else just to set the whole face. Okay, just set the whole face with the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, and now I'm really late to the party, guys, but I'm finally finna try the Infallible L'Oreal setting spray. I really want to see if she works good because we're about to be outside in 80 degrees, so we're gonna see if this makeup will stick. So yeah, we're trying her for the first time right now. Okay, for natural looks, I like to go in with a brown mascara. I just feel like it's more flattering for me because I'm white and I have freckles and yada yada. My favorite one ever is this Grande, is it Grande Grand? The Grande Cosmetics mascara, but she's running low, so our runner up is the Fenty Beauty one. I recently realized that they had a brown one. I don't know if that's new or not, but I do think, you know, the name Hella Thicc is very accurate for their mascara. I mean, hello. And that's kind of a love-hate thing for me. I kind of prefer my mascara to not be like so heavy, and I feel like for my experience with this mascara, like it just makes my lashes clunk together. So if you feel like you struggle with that, my advice is to put on the mascara and then go in with an older spoolie to kind of help spread out your lashes. Okay guys, another resolution is learning where my middle part is, because what is this? I feel like I'd be so spot on, and then I'm looking at myself every time and I'm like, girl, that shit is not in the middle. Why is it so hard to find your middle part? I'm praying I figure that out this year, because god dang. Also, I really need to learn to use a lip liner that is not brown. I'm sorry, but that's just what I prefer to use, and I can't seem to stop. But for the sake of what we just said, we're gonna try to do a different lip combo, different liner right now. Okay, instead we're gonna go in with this LA Girl.
A few moments later.
In the shade Blushing. Okay. Okay, and I actually bought the new NYX Jelly Job lip products not that long ago, and I haven't used them yet, so I guess I'm gonna give that a try right now. Ooh, she looks so glossy. It actually smells really good. Okay, this is in the shade Juicy Jelly, and I honestly think it's stunning, so I'm actually really loving this lip combo right now. But now that our eyelashes are more dry from the mascara, I'm going to go in and curl them. Curling your lashes makes a big difference, but I will say not every eyelash curler works the same, so I do recommend to start curling your lashes if you don't, but you probably will be on the hunt to find a good one, because I have two, and one of them does not curl my lashes at all. Do you see the difference? I know you see it. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with the Fenty Beauty highlighter in the shade Rose Rave. Now, does anyone do highlighter anymore, like for like everyday looks, like out in public? Like, I know we'd be doing it in the colorful makeup girls community kind of looks, but are we doing it to like leave the house too? Because I don't know, I feel like every time I go out, I feel like I'm the only one, but I literally cannot stop doing it. I mean, besides the bronzer, this might also be my favorite part of the makeup, because why would you not like a little shine on your face? Okay, but after the highlighter, that's my whole routine for an everyday makeup look. It's a little glowy, but not too much. She's simple, and yeah, those are basically my favorite products to use as an everyday look. Now, let me just point out, for work, I basically do the same steps, but instead of putting on actual foundation, I'm going with this Kosa's Dream Beam sunscreen skin tint type of thing, just for a little bit of a less dramatic look. So for my work girlies, especially in the hotter climate areas, I recommend using that as well. But yeah, that's it. I gotta go finish getting ready now. So thanks for tuning in for my everyday makeup routine. Bye.